just realised I've been sitting like this the whole video and that looks so weird. But I do have normal shoulders, so... And I think I'm actually getting better at focusing at the actual lens, which is so good because now I feel like I'm a YouTube pro. Hello everyone and welcome back. I hope you're all well. I wanted to start off by saying I did see your responses to my Instagram post asking what I should do in my next video, and there were a lot of things like day in the life, a haul, lookbooks, things like that, but my life's not that interesting at the moment, so if you stay tuned and subscribe to my channel, I'm sure you will see those things in the future because I am keen to doing those. But for now, I wanted to talk about something that's more relevant to my life right now. So, not ignoring you, and I do love the responses. But for today, I'm going to talk about something I'm dealing with at the moment. This video is going to be a little bit more wordy and talkative, so I hope you do enjoy those. And it might feel like it's long, but I really think you should stick around to the end because I think it will be beneficial for you too. And I promise it will be worth it, even if you have to watch it in little parts here and there, but just pick which bits are relevant to you. So it's about self-love, and I know that I've done a video on confidence and feeling confident. You're probably just thinking I'm kind of doing the same thing here, but it's something I'm really struggling with at the moment, and I feel like talking about it and putting it on here will help me to feel better and to get it out. And it might also be beneficial to you because you'll see me talking about it and maybe feel like you might be in a similar situation, especially after the lockdown. A lot of people are feeling down, and hopefully I'll encourage some people to bring up these topics and feel like it's okay to talk to your friends and family about this kind of thing, because I feel like if you do, you'll find a lot of them have been in or are in similar situations, and or know people that are, and they might be able to help you deal with your downs a bit better. So self-development in general is just developing yourself as a person, and self-care helps you to, I mean, everyone has ups and downs, and it helps you to make sure that your downs are a little bit less frequent, but even if they're not less frequent, they're just not as low as they were before, because everyone has ups and downs. You can't go through life without them. I mean, if you don't, then I mean, lucky you. But so I'm gonna go through quite a few points throughout this video, but the first point that I go through is the main reason and source that I got, like the reason I have all this information. Some of it is my own views and stuff that I've learned from reading and blah blah blah, but my advice is it's quite general and it might not be specific to you, but some of this is helping me and helping me to learn more about myself. So I think everyone is on their own individual journey, so this might not be exactly suited to you, but it might be completely suited to you. Everyone just needs to find their own path, but that's why it's quite general. I think that self-development books suited to you are one of the best ways to develop yourself as a person, grow and learn more. And I feel like self-love is very important because people think that they're caring about their self, but they're actually not. And that's where the main issue is, finding time to think about yourself, appreciate the small things in life. So for me personally, I read books that help me to stay calm in situations that I would usually get irritated in. Like, I'm quite a calm person, but I don't I don't think I get like angry, like aggressive easily, but I do get irritated inside, and you can kind of tell from the outside. So I read books that help me kind of, you know, stop and think in the moment. Because I mean, if you know me, then you know I'm so easy to wind up. Like, you know, it sometimes is funny and I can like laugh about it, but most of the time it's not. So one of my fave books is How to Win Friends and Influence People, and I feel like this is just a good starter for everyone. It's good for people skills, it's just good for getting what you want. I mean, I would say like a bit of a control freak, and I feel like not manipulating, but if you want to get what you want, the book kind of tells you ways to do that. And I mean, yeah, just have a read for it yourself. It's pretty good. So another one I am reading currently, I'm actually only like halfway through, is The Gift. I think this is a good book for making the most of your current situation, no matter what situation you are in, because the author of the book, Edith Eger, I don't know how to say her name exactly, but the author of the book is a lady who is a very, very, very good psychologist, but she also survived the Holocaust, and she basically thinks that the greatest prison is the mind, and it's all about unlocking that. And I mean, if she can get through that and, you know, come out the other side feeling more empowered, then I feel like anyone else has the power to get through anything. So I will say this though, so I've only given 2 books, but I mean, you can find them and you can find ones that suit you, because you might not need to unlock the power of your mind. You might need to learn how to care about others more, or like, you know, there's different things. You might need to learn to care about yourself, and then yeah, it's not easy to read the books and then put it straight into action. If you are one of those people that can do that, then that is brilliant and really great for you. You should read them all. But most people can't, so don't give up and don't think that, oh, like I've read the book once and I can't do it, because that's not the case. Like, I've actually read How to Win Friends and Influence People. I think I'm like reading it, well, audio, I listen to it on audiobook for like the 3rd time, because I read different bits here and there, and it's still like, when you're actually trying to do these things, you never follow the steps exactly how they are, but it's all about practice and time heals all wounds. So you know you've got to have patience for that one. So I think I put manifestation in the title of the video, and I'm not going to talk too much about that because I don't feel like I'm a pro and I haven't really manifested anything as of yet. But I do want to talk about where I've been going wrong, well, where I think I've been going wrong, and also like the law of attraction and how that is a very strong thing. And most people, including myself, try to manifest like physical things such as money, cars, houses, I mean, even partners. So, I mean, I'm guilty of that. But I think that's where I'm going wrong. So I thought, what if, I mean, this is a common known thing, but I only just came to this conclusion myself recently. What if we tried to manifest states and different emotions such as happiness, kindness, love, care? Because surely if you were at a point in your life where you felt like you were completely happy, well, or me, if I was at a point in my life where I felt like I was completely happy and fulfilled, grateful for everything, I wouldn't feel the need to have this excess amount of money, like an excessive amount of houses, cars, I mean, or even an excessive amount of attention from anyone. I mean, who needs men anyways? By no means am I saying you should go and live in the middle of nowhere and just pray for pure happiness and not want any of these like monetary goods. But I mean, some people do that and it works for them, and actually they are very happy, and that's great. But you can find a nice medium, a nice middle somewhere. And moving back to the law of attraction, once these states are achieved, happiness and everything like that, I do believe that you will start to draw in the things that you did really, really want before. if you're being positive, you're going to attract all sorts of positive energy. So if you are happy, you might attract nice people that have similar, you know, similar views as you. And if the thing that you did want before but you're not too focused on anymore because you're truly happy was money or something, you might start meeting people that have money, or you might start making friends that are interested in the same similar business idea as you that will create money. I feel like there is a link there. I know from my perspective, how can you be truly happy in a relationship, let's say, if you don't love yourself and feel completely happy and fulfilled by yourself anyways? Does sound a little bit backwards, but you do need to prioritize your own feelings first and become positive, and then you can extend your positivity to others. Because I mean, how can you actually give out something that you don't have yourself? Don't look back. So I may occasionally look back at my past and see mistakes that I've made and think, oh, where can I try and not go do this in the future? Like, I don't want to repeat the same thing again, which, yeah, in that case it's good, but don't dwell on the past for too long. Because if you're constantly dwelling on the past and looking back at mistakes and like replaying the situation over in your head again and again, thinking, oh, why did I go wrong? Like, what should I have done differently? Then it's just not good for your mind. We have to move on. I can admit sometimes it's way more difficult than others to do that. Like, it's so much easier said than done as well. It's one of those things. But replaying a situation over in your head thinking what should I have done doesn't actually solve anything. So if anything, it's doing negative things, not positive. So yeah, you can look back once, and if it's a situation that does happen again and again, then yeah, you can say, next time this happens, I will not do that. But if it is something that's happened once, my opinion is to just really just clear that out your head, move on. It works the same way, like if you're going through a bit of a nasty breakup like me, then and you find yourself scrolling on their Instagram or looking back at pictures and thinking it wasn't that bad, like maybe we should give that another go. No, enough, move on, move forward, love yourself, you don't need them. So linking to that point just there, Instagram. I know I said this in my last video, the one, well, not last one, the one about confidence, but it's probably because it's the point I find most difficult to follow myself. Because we can't help ourselves with Instagram, can we? It's so bad for caring less about people's opinions and thinking of yourself. It is really not the app for that, because it is full of comparisons, judgments, negativity, bad comments. There are some good things about the app, otherwise we wouldn't have it. And I mean, it is addictive, but in general, you need to cut down your time on Instagram if you're spending a lot of time on it, like myself. Just setting a limit of 30 minutes a day. I mean, that sounds like loads, but if you actually set the limit, you'll see that you probably spend a lot more time on social media apps, or the one that you use the most. So just setting a limit of 30 minutes a day, cutting it down. You could even cut it down 5 minutes a day until you get to your desired point, or a point that you find manageable and makes your head feel a little bit better, clear headspace. That would help you so much, and you'll see a difference within like a week, or I don't know how long. So my limit at the moment is currently 55 minutes, kind of random, but it's quite good. I mean, I do go over it sometimes, and sometimes I don't even reach it, but I do have group chats on there, and like I message people, so it's not just pure scrolling. And another useful tip is I've started following quite a few self-care pages and like self-development and learning, so that when I open Instagram, if it's the first like thing I do in the morning, when I first open it, the first thing I see is positivity, and it's a nice little quote rather than a picture of someone on like nasty comments, or like, I don't know, a picture of someone's fine if it's my friend, but if it's just like a super fitness model or whatever, or like a boy that you don't want to see, then yeah, it's not great. Like finally, I wanted to talk about for times when you really struggle to see the good in this world, and no matter what you do, you just feel very low. So I've been there, and the first point I'm going to make is feelings are temporary. If you are feeling at a time like this, try to think back. Hopefully it's not your lowest time, and I'm sorry if it is, but try to think back to a time where you were feeling even lower, or you had something bad really happen, and think about how you've grown since then and how you've managed to get through that, because that proves to you in itself that you have the power and the ability to get through things, because feelings are temporary. You don't feel sad all the time, hopefully. I mean, even if you are at your lowest point and you really think it's your lowest point, then you can only go up from there. Because if you are at the lowest point, you can't go further down, can you? So you're probably thinking, yeah, that's so easy to say, but when you're actually feeling at your lowest point, you can't just think, oh, let me snap out, because it doesn't work like that, and trust me, I know. So rather than trying to see the bright side or constantly searching for temporary fixes to make you feel happy, then my suggestion is just go back to basics. So this is my gratitude journal. It is very it is very empty, a bit full at the start, but I'm not going to show you properly. I haven't written too much in it, and I'm writing in it every day recently for the past week. All you have to do is write down the things in here in life that you are grateful for. When I say basics, I mean start simple. Like literally the first few things I wrote in here were, I have a bed. I'm grateful for having a bed to sleep in at night. Like small things. It's just small things. Because here's the thing. When you start feeling grateful for the small things in life, you will start to feel happier about more simple things. Because gratitude and happiness are thoroughly linked. So my sister actually got me this about a year ago when I was feeling super down. And it really helped. I mean, it's probably best to try and write in it if you are having a better day, so that you can look back on your worst days and see the things that you were grateful for and maybe rechannel them. But yeah, my advice would be to write things that are gonna stick around. For example, I mean, if you don't have a bed and you don't have a home to sleep in, then maybe don't write that, because that's temporary. But if you write things that are more permanent, such as I have a sister who loves me, or things like that, you get the gist. Just little thing. For me, writing, I'm grateful for my dog scratching at my door every morning to get into my room. That makes me happy. Yeah, if you do try and do it when you're happier, you can use it as a sort of preventative method to help you on the days where you are feeling more down. And I just want to say, be mindful and don't judge books by their covers. And what I mean by that is be open and understanding, because other people might be feeling the same way. Your fave influencers, celebrities, I mean, even your family or people you look up to, anyone. Friends, people that you least expect it might be feeling down, and you can't judge them thinking, oh, they look perfect, they seem like they have this great life, because feelings are feelings and they're individual to anyone, so anyone can feel any way and they're entitled to that. Everyone experiences things in different ways, so just be mindful and be kinder. If you're being more positive towards others, then hopefully you'll get it back. You know, treat people as you want to be treated. Not everything is as it seems. That was a very deep video, but I do hope that you enjoyed it. I know I did. It feels good to talk about things and get them out, so I encourage you to do the same thing. I mean, if you don't do YouTube and it's not your thing, then don't do that, but talk to your family and your friends. See if, even if you're not feeling down, see if any of your friends are. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching the whole video. Round of applause for you, because that was definitely a long one. Feel free to check out my other videos, especially the one on confidence, because that's quite similar to this but different in terms of, yeah. But I think I might do more of this, so give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, because I think I might do confidence videos, like feeling confident in the gym and things like that. Yeah, subscribe so I can see you all here again. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.